Hi everyone, this is Janixa and I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Photoshop CS3. Now, before we get started, I need to note some things. Photoshop is very different from GIMP, as you can see. Another thing to note is that if you want to have Photoshop, you need to message me on IMVU and send me your Skype name so that I can add you. Currently at this time, I have not found a way to download Photoshop off the internet without you finding some version, like the cracked version or something, and risk getting freaking viruses. And I don't want you guys having a malware attack. So to prevent this, you're just gonna get CS3. Just be sure to add me on Skype. Well, I'm Theo, and then I'll add you on Skype. Now, as you can see, when you load up Photoshop, your toolbox already pops up, and then you have like a secondary toolbox over on the right side. Your left side is your main toolbox. Also, when Photoshop pops up, you'll get your layers box. It's going to be right in the bottom right corner. Your channels, your paths, everything, even a color and swatches and stuff. Let's see here. Over on the left is your main, like as I said, is your main toolbox. The main tools you'll use is your move. Is your move tool, your band-aid tool, your erase tool, and your font tool. Now, usually I would say your rotate tool, your perspective tool, but because those are part of your move tool, you'll figure that out. Another thing to note is like when you is your layers tool, and I said before, your layers tool is right here, and when you want to move a layer, you'll just move between layers. Your main layers that you will have in a project will be your background layer, your screeny layer, which it would be this, also known as a high-res BG, or also what more experienced editors call them screenies. What the hell? What is with this box? I don't want you. It's twice it's happened. Or there's also your font layer. I will give an in-depth tutorial about those layers later on in a different tutorial. Now, moving on to brushes. Your brush tool, you don't have to go through the whole process like you would in GIMP and find them. Your brush tool will be over in this left-hand side gray area, and it'll be right here. And you'll have to add brushes. You get a very fine. One second. I gotta click the paintbrush tool first to show you. You get a minimal selection of paintbrush tools, and you can add more onto it later on, but these are your main ones. Photoshop is very, very advanced compared to, let me see how I'm doing in time. I'm doing very good in time. It's very advanced compared to GIMP. There's a lot more selection, there's a lot more advanced styles and such. Moving on, we're going to go to filters, and there's your other special effects, like your more advanced blur tools, your distortions, your sharpening. Let's see, which one's kind of like part of the difference here. And then like some of these tools, some of these special effects are integrated with like graininess and lighting, so in a way you can fix the lighting without having to do whereas in GIMP you have to do a light and shadow whole thing. This you don't have to. I haven't figured out how to do how to do that just quite yet. Once I do, I'll redo this tutorial. Over in images, you go to adjustments, and this is where you would well, there's shadow and highlight right there. I forgot where I had it. Then there's like your brightness and contrast, your colorize, your hue and saturation, all those other things that have to do with coloring or lighting. Like I should say, I know where lighting is, which is right here, but like where you would do spotlights and stuff, make those bright, flashy spotlight kind of things like you would do in GIMP. I haven't figured out how to do it in Photoshop just yet. So, to move on real quick. Damn it, wrong thing. So, to move on, for fonts, you would basically, for fonts and brushes, for brushes first, you would go either to DeviantArt or Obsidian Dawn. for fonts, you would go to dafont.com. You would go dafont.com, cooltext.com, or 1001freefonts.com. Bastard, work with me. Hello, come on. Make sure I'm doing good time. Yes, I'm doing wonderful time. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I do it in time because there's a 10-minute time limit. Okay, so as you can see, these sites are going to vary and they're going to be similar. Like some of these sites are going to have the same fonts, some of them are not. You kind of have to pick and choose between them. Some of them will have more selection than others, or they're in the different sites, they're categorized differently, so you gotta search for them differently. There's like different kinds of movie fonts, there's anime fonts, any font you can think of, they will have it. They'll even have like the 32-bit icon images for like the old version of Mario. So that's kind of cool. So like if you want to decorate a picture and put old little Mario icons on there, you can do that. Now moving on real quick, if you want to make your own signature but you're unsure of yourself, of your editing skills in GIMP or like Photoshop, come to cooltext.com, and just for a starting signature, you just go to Cooltext and you can make your own signature. So what you would do is you would go to cooltext.com, you make sure you're in the logo section, and you pick one of the fonts, and then type in, and then you'll come to the screen with the selected font above, and you type right here your name or whatever you want, and then you'd fix the shadowing on superscripted or what's also known as Scriptina. You would type in I can't speak today. You can't change the inner color font on this, but you can change the shadowing. So if I wanted to do this and do that, and change the opacity and make it more noticeable, and as you can see, the shadow's more brighter. You can't change the inner font because I would like to, but I can't. It has to stay black. It won't change. It won't change colors on me. As you can see, it won't, which sucks. Going back, if you want something more detailed, like this one, the vampire, this one uses gradient coloring, so you'd go to gradient right here, click this, and you can fix its coloring, which is right, where is it? We'll use Fox Purple, and we'll just change it to my name. You can pretty much have it to any font. Okay. Any font you want. Just make sure that whatever font you choose for your signature is that it's appealing and tasteful to the eye, so that way it looks more presentable. For right now, that is all I have for you on Photoshop Basics. For any questions or comments or concerns, rather, please message me on IMVU at Genexa. Or leave a comment on this video. Thank you and have a wonderful day.